and keeping it pushing. This is titled "Where's Your Heart At?" So the question is, where's your heart at?
That can mean a lot of different things for different people. And when you hear the title, "Where's Your Heart At?" that doesn't mean, hey, let me go give a homeless man a taco. Let me get it on video and let me put it on Facebook so the whole world can see, so I can get some likes and feel good about myself. It's about where your heart is at when you do something for somebody when no one's watching.
Right, exactly. Because you don't want to just. They have the saying of you don't want the right hand knowing what the left hand is doing. You definitely you want to just give with the open heart. You don't want to give with the open mind. Because when you start giving with the open mind, then you sit there and wonder, hey, did I really needed to do that, or did I really need to sit here and give that last dollar, my last $5, my last 20? The more you give, the more you receive. Which some people, I don't understand if they get that or not, but it's a guaranteed true statement.
Right. And
You start to notice as you give more.
right. And it's not about money. It's like you said, you can give something else. It could be time, you know.
Most
It could be
definitely. I mean, especially with time is a good point. You know, any little gesture that you can do for somebody, it counts. I mean, people, believe it or not, and this is one thing I have to say is when it comes to the heart, the heart is what? The heart is a muscle, so it kicks off energy and it flows. So why not react like a heart? Be in good spirits, kick off good energy to people, have a great heart. Don't even filter your heart. Don't show uh, a sign of, just sitting here. Just basically what I'm trying to say is don't show a sign of, like, for example, if you're in a bad mood, don't show that.
right.
You don't have to, whatever you do at work, you don't have to take that home at all. As soon as before you walk in that door, you should let all that go and start fresh. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if you come home by yourself or to your family, but nobody wants you to come home with the attitude and kick it out on your family or even by yourself. You need to just take a second, take a breather, and just sit here and be like, hey, this is a fresh start. Whatever happened, I left that in the past, and let's continue on and let's move. You know,
Exactly. You know how jobs say, leave your problems, out the door.
let's
When you
do it.
come into work, we want you. So you need to
Yep,
do the same thing when you come home. Leave
yep,
your work problems at work. Then
yep.
when you come home, you take care of your family or whoever.
Exactly. Because your heart also is not all about just being a standout person. You know, nobody needs to see what you do all the time, 24/7. I know we're a lot into social media and recording what we do, but for those of you that need to do that all the time, I'm sorry. It really doesn't matter because what you need to do is do it behind closed doors. That's what matters. So you definitely have to think about that when it comes to whatever you do. You want to give something to somebody. You want to be a blessing to others. You can't sit here and just continue to just record this on social media and just say, "Hey, look at me, guys! Look what I'm doing." Guess what? At the end of the day, nobody really cares. They're just like, "Okay." But what really matters is when you have an open heart and you do it behind closed doors when nobody can see you, and then I guarantee you'll get more returns. So, what do you think about that, man?
No, man, you're exactly right. Social media is unfortunately, one of the biggest problems that we have, that everyone is wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, when things are going great, you know. But when things aren't going great, that's when you don't see the post. You don't.
Right. That's
So
a good.
where's your heart truly at? When the good times are good or when the bad times are bad? Who are
Right.
you as a person when the door is closed in your home, or is just you alone, or a family member or something? What are you doing? Change your mindset. Positive mindset, positive day. Because if you wake up negative, your day is going to be negative. Start with that positive mindset despite everything going on. Hit the reset button, man. hit the reset button. Whatever you have going on in your life right now, just hit the reset button and just be like, okay, this is the things that I have going on. I know I can't do this, but I can do this. Maybe I can do this, and start there.
Exactly. Because if you think about it, there's no such thing. I don't know if you guys know, there's no such thing as a bad day. You make it a bad day. You create a bad day. As far as, like you were saying, the energy, it just doesn't happen like that. You can't just say, oh, I'm having a bad day. No, you created the bad day. So what? You just got in an accident. You're still alive. So what? Certain situations happen. Things must happen before it gets better. So if you're living this perfect life, I don't know what to tell you, but life is not perfect. So you have to appreciate and you have to start loving people more than what we do. Find time to love your loved ones and not just say, hey, I'm going to talk to them later. You have to open your heart, guys. You got to open your mind and say, hey, I'm not too proud to make the first move in anything and everything I do. Be that standout person.
You got to look inside you. You got to look inside your heart to see where you stand, where you're at, and what you need to do. Because nobody's perfect here.
Nope.
I don't care, and I hate to say this. I don't care if you have to turn on a Disney movie to get you in the spirit, or put some type of music on to get you in the spirit. Whatever you got to do to get yourself in a better mindset. But it starts with your heart. If your heart ain't in it, you're not gonna, do anything positive.
Like right now, my heart's in this podcast, bro. I'm driving as I'm doing this right now. That's why we have background noise. I mean, it's where your heart is.
Right.
It's dedication, it's art, it's motivation. So let's just remember, the heart is what you make of it. Remember, the heart is a muscle. What does it do? It kicks off blood flow. So that's how you go about your life, go about your day. Whether you could have the biggest heart and you could be an angry person, or you could be vice versa. You could be an angry person but have the biggest heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just depends on the person. You see? So, we appreciate you guys and listening to everything we have to say, man, because it's important that we continue to change lives and change, perspectives. We're not doctors. We're not, people that sit here and say, oh, we know everything. We don't know everything.
Exactly.
We're just giving you guys advice. We're here to do our best of ability to get you guys going and get you guys motivated. And think of life on the outside of a bigger picture than just something small. Everybody's here on this earth for a purpose. Why not live it? Why not find out what we're here for? Instead of just living life and just being like, oh man, a lot of people, they get worried about what others think too. We got to stop thinking about what others think and have, continue to have that drive and that heart that we have and that passion, and not worry about, okay, what is everybody going to think or say?
Right.
So,
Well, unfortunately, we live in that society where, everyone's so concerned about what you're wearing, what you're looking like, if you got the new iPhone or not, those new Jordans.
for what?
It shouldn't be like that.
For what? That and the other thing is when I look at people's heart is when people judge a book by its cover, bro. You never know, bro. It's like walking into the dealership, having the most bummiest clothes ever, right? What are they gonna do? Oh, they're gonna take their time, bro. They don't know what's in your bank account.
Right.
You could have $1 million right there.